up? What it do? It's me. Hey boo, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you haven't subscribed yet, because I know sometimes you gotta get to know a person before you subscribe, and that is okay. But after this video, you gonna know me and you gonna want to subscribe. But welcome. So today I'm just going to be doing a self-love, confidence, all of that video. We're just gonna be having a little girl chat, yeah, because I just feel like, you know, sometimes you just need to feel uplifted and loved and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, because if nobody has told you today, I love you, okay? You are beautiful, you matter, and you're on this earth for a reason, okay? So you need to be here, okay? From me to you. But enough of that. We're just gonna get into the video. So the first topic is going to be self-love. So self-love is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I know I struggled with self-love when I was younger, because it's just, sometimes you just wonder, like, and especially because I was made fun of a little bit, like, and I was made fun of heavy in elementary school, and then like middle school, people would say small slick stuff, like someone had commented something on this anonymous thing. It was a whole paragraph just about like negative things about me, so stuff like that would happen to me. But so that brought me down. But like self-love, it's just like taking time to yourself and letting yourself know, like, just taking care of you, okay? Like, some days my form of self-love is getting up and doing my hair and stuff. Like today I'm off, but I got up, curled my hair, all of that. So that's one form of self-love. But it's just, if you don't have self-love, you have to gain it, or like remind yourself, I am loved, I love myself. Because if you don't love yourself first, no one can love you, and you won't accept anyone else's love. So you have to love yourself first before anything. And along with that, like, along with self-love plays in confidence as well, because self-love self-love and confidence are kind of like besties. So if you don't have confidence, then you don't really, like, you know, you don't have self-love. Because if you don't have that confidence, you're constantly beating yourself down, constantly telling yourself you're not this, you're not good enough, all of that. So I'm here to, just side note, I'm here to tell you, you are good enough, you're worth it, you matter, you're loved, everything, okay? And if no one has told you today, we watched this video and I'm telling you that. But like I said, confidence is just like, some days you'll just have to stand in the mirror and be like, you are beautiful, you are the baddest on this earth, and don't nobody tell you nothing different, okay? Don't be arrogant though, but like, yeah, you just have to tell yourself, I'm beautiful, and can't nobody tell me I'm not. And it's just a sad truth. Everyone's not gonna find you attractive, but everyone is attracted to somebody, okay? And that's fine. But as long as you know you're beautiful, it doesn't matter what nobody else says, okay? As long as you know you are beautiful, that is all that matters. Because people can tell you all day, oh, you're so pretty, oh my gosh, I love this, I love that. But if you don't love it on your inside, you just be like, really? You think so? Oh. So once you reach that level of loving yourself and having that confidence, can't nobody touch you, okay? Can't nobody bring you down, none of that. Because once you have that level of confidence, nothing phases you. Like, yeah, okay, people will say stuff, oh, that hurted a little bit, that hurted. But I'm gonna keep moving, because guess what? Your opinion is invalid. Are you God? No, so you can't judge me. Okay? But yeah, that's just that on that. And that's on what? Period. Okay, so yeah, that's just what I have to say about self-love and confidence. So, oh, and if you want me to, you know, just go deeper into a subject or a topic, comment down below, because I'm doing multiple topics, because I just don't want this video to be like an hour long. But yeah, so that's what I have to say about self-love and confidence. So I'm just gonna get to the next topic. So the next topic is sex and your virginity. I know that's kind of random. It's not really random though, because we're going somewhere with this, okay? First, we talked about self-love and confidence. Now we're talking about like sex and your virginity, because after this, the topic after this plays in with both of these, okay? Okay, so 6. Disclaimer: if you are a virgin, that is beautiful, that is great. If you're not a virgin, that is beautiful, that is great. There is no one that's better than anybody, okay? Your sex status, sexuality, nothing makes you better or less than anybody. We are all equal, okay? If you're a virgin, if you're not a virgin, if you're gay, straight, bi, all of that, if you're that, we're all equal, okay? Thank you. Disclaimer, just put that out there. But back to 6. So, if you're a virgin, don't rush to have sex, okay? Don't rush, and make sure when you lose your virginity, it's to someone that is worthy of taking it. I'm not taking it, is worthy of having it, and you're not gonna regret it after it happens, okay? Because me, I waited until I graduated high school to lose my virginity, okay? And most people be like, I was 16 when I lost my virginity, and that's fine. But me, I just didn't want to do that in high school. And even after I graduated, I still was just like, I was still waiting, but me and my boyfriend, like, I lost to my boyfriend at the time. So I reached a point and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And I don't regret it at all. So I'm glad I lost it to who I lost it to, because I trusted that person with that very precious item, okay? So that's the first tip. Lose your virginity to someone that matters, because you don't want to just be like, dang, I really just had sex with someone that doesn't even deserve it. Because soul ties are real, okay? And especially if you are having sex unprotected, soul ties are very real, okay? And STDs are real, and babies are real, okay? So make sure you are having protected sex. And if you are not having protected sex, please don't be out here thotting and bopping, because you don't want to end up with an STD or a baby. Yeah, so be smart in your sexual endeavors, because life is real. People are nasty too. That's another thing. Ladies, if you're dealing with a guy and his hygiene is just awful, let him go. Because you don't want, bacteria, okay, so guys can give females bacteria. Like, if a guy didn't shower before y'all have sex, that can cause bacteria buildup, all that kind of stuff. So he's basically like, when he's putting his nastiness in you, and then you're gonna be waking up like, dang, why I feel like that? Because he's nasty. You're not necessarily nothing wrong with you. It's just his nastiness is in you now. So you gotta fix that. But yeah, so ladies, make sure that the dude you are dealing with manscapes, because that is important. Don't nobody want to deal with nobody that's nasty, because like I said, he putting his nastiness in you, and who knows, if he a hoe, then you gotta deal with that. Like, maybe you just don't know, but you can tell a hoe you can tell when a hoe is a hoe, okay? You can tell when a hoe is a hoe. But yeah, and also ladies, if you are into women, make sure she clean too. Whatever y'all do, make sure she clean too, because you don't want that nastiness in you either. But like I was saying, if your partner is like, you need to be shaved, you need to do this and that, you need to make sure you're always bald, but they not keeping themselves to the same standard, don't do it, okay? Because some people don't like to shave, and that's fine. Like me, my preference is to shave, but sometimes I don't even feel like it, and that's just the honest truth. Sometimes you don't even feel like it, and if your man ain't fine with that, that's weird, because some guys don't shave either, and it's like, how you gonna want me to shave but you don't shave? You're nasty. Because that, okay, TMI, like, if he don't shave, like, you can feel stuff like that, and that's like, how you gonna want me to shave but you don't shave? But anyway, so yes, if they make it a requirement that you gotta do this and that, but they don't hold themselves to the same standard, address it, because that's just weird. So yeah, that's what I had to say about sex. And when it comes to your virginity, like I was saying, it's precious, and don't give it to just anyone. And ladies who are afraid of, like, does it hurt and all of this, okay, so from personal experience, it only hurt for, like, when people say it hurts a little bit, then that's honest. It's just like a but like I said, the person I lost my virginity to, he was very patient, and he wasn't just like, ah, let me shove it in. Like, it wasn't like that. He was just like, are you okay? He's like, hey, you want me to stop? And I was like, I'm okay. Stuff like that. So make sure the person you're with is like very understanding, like, okay, she is a virgin, or he is a virgin. Well, I don't know if it hurts for guys, but yeah. So just make sure the person is just like, understand that you are a virgin and it might hurt, and just to be patient and gentle with you, because after all, you are having sex. So yeah, so that's what I have to say about sex and your virginity. Like I said, if you have more questions, or if you're just curious, comment down below, because I can be your big sister and tell you all you need to know about life. So yeah, let me know that. So next topic is relationships. Like I said, it ties in with self-love, confidence, sex, all that. Okay, so relationships. You cannot get into a relationship with an individual if you do not love yourself first, okay? And if you do not have that self-confidence, because if you're with a person without those things, you're really just there, void of space, because you don't love yourself, so you'll never be able to love that person. So you're really just sitting there wasting your time and their time. So you need to have self-love first and confidence as well, because I mean, I wouldn't say, well, yes, I would recommend you have confidence, because like if your boyfriend or girlfriend is constantly telling you, oh, you're so beautiful, I love you, and you're just constantly shutting it down, some people would just be like, you know what, forget it. But other people are very patient, they'll work with you and all that. So make sure you have a person that's very patient if you don't have self-confidence, or you have low self-esteem, all of that. But yeah, so make sure you love yourself first before you try to love someone else, because if you do that, if you don't love yourself first, you're not loving that person, you're just lying to them, technically. So yeah, make sure you have that first. And then relationships overall. So relationships, they are work, okay? It's not just like a game, okay? Because relationships are supposed to add to your happiness. They're not supposed to be the cause of your happiness, okay? Because if you're only in a relationship just to make sure you're happy, that's wrong, because that means you don't have that self-love and you're not okay with being by yourself. You have to be okay with being by yourself first before you try to be with someone else. And I learned that, like, after me and the guy I lost my virginity to, my first love, like after me and him broke up, I was single for like a year. I was dating around, just doing college girl stuff. Like I was just going on dates, getting to know people, but I was just like, I know I'm not mentally ready for a relationship, but I can go on dates and have fun and get to know people and leave it at that. And that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to date a person to go on a date with somebody. It's called dating. You go on dates, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, but I just had to find that self-love and find myself again and get back to my happy place before I tried to be with someone else. And then once I found that happy place, I was like, where he at? Where he at? Anyway, so yeah, make sure you are happy. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Yeah. Oh, and like I was saying, your relationship is supposed to add to your happiness, not be the cause of your happiness. And a relationship is not supposed to mentally drain you, physically drain you. It's supposed to be like a safe haven for you. So if you find that your relationship is like draining you, or you're just feeling like this is just not for me, leave, okay? Don't go cheating and filling a void. Just leave, because you're hurting yourself and that other person if you go cheat, or if you just stay around making yourselves miserable. So just leave. It may hurt, but if you feel like this is just not going nowhere, or y'all are only hurting each other, end it. Y'all will be okay. You will find someone that you don't have to fake with. You'll find someone that you won't have to worry about, oh my gosh, am I gonna hurt their feelings? You will find your person is out there, okay? You just have to be patient. You cannot rush love. And there's also no time limit on love. Like, you can know you love a person the first day you meet them, and that's okay. But some people, it can take years, and that's okay. It just depends on the person you are. Yeah. So that's just what I have to say about relationships. Take it from me. Heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. I'm just playing. But yeah, so And it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be single, okay? It's fun to date, too. Because some guys will approach you and just be like, I want to take you out. And then, boom, free meal. Or some boys will okay, ain't nothing wrong with dating. You don't got to be in a relationship if you don't want to. And don't be rushing to get in a relationship just because you're lonely or you bored. Because relationships built out of boredom don't go nowhere. Because y'all just, it's like, oh, what do we do now? I'm not bored no more. What do we do now? So don't do that. Don't do that. So yeah, we're just gonna go to the next topic. Now we're gonna talk about stress and depression. So, oh, and trigger words in case you're watching this, I'm going to be talking about suicide and stuff like that. So if you want to just skip this part, you can skip it. And I will be talking about depression and all that. So if you want to skip this part, you can skip it. Just disclaimer for anyone that stuff like that triggers them, because I don't want to offend nobody or anything. So yeah. So when it comes to like dealing with stress and depression, if you're not, I'm a very spiritual person. So whenever I feel like I'm going back into like a low state in my life, like I will pray and read my Bible and do devotions and all that, because I know sometimes I slack and that's bad. But like if I'm feeling low, like I will immediately just be like, God, I need your guidance, I need your help. I'm feeling like it ending it. And there's been a few times that I've wanted to or tried to, but I just like the most it's been like a year and a month since I last tried to. And I'm very proud of myself because I was in the bathroom, and as soon as I was like, feeling like, okay, I'm finna do it, my mother called me. And I was like, that's nothing but God. Like literally, there's no, like, she called me and I was sitting on the floor crying, like bawling my eyes out, ready to go. And she called me. She didn't know what was going on. She just called me and I was like, wow. So I got up and I just went in the room and I just relaxed and all of that. But yeah, so that's what I do if I want to deal with like feeling low and depression and all of that. But when it comes to dealing with stress, I really just eliminate that thing that's stressing me. And if I can't eliminate it, I just disregard it for a little bit. Like, for instance, when school was stressing me, I would just close my laptop. Y'all not finna have me breaking out. Y'all not finna have me out here stressing. Close it. I will deal with you later. That's how I handle with stress from school and stuff like that. So dealing with stress, it just depends on the person. But me, my most effective way of dealing with stress is to eliminate what's stressing me. Because eliminate if I can, because stress can kill you, okay? It can cause you to age. You can look a mess. Like, stress, And I also don't want to stress myself out so much that I go back into a low place in my life or a depression, anything. Because nobody, like, it's not fun being in a low place in your life. It's not fun at all. Like, some people try to, like, strive to be upset and depressed. Like, who wants to be that unhappy? For attention? No, I would never want. Like, I hated that I had to go through what I went through. Because I'm like, I'm a very optimistic person. I'm very positive. So whenever I have those moments, I'm just like, I hate this feeling. And some people are sick who want to have that feeling just to get attention. That's weird. But yeah. So, and another thing, if you are dealing with depression, I really recommend that you talk to someone about it or you see somebody, because it's not fun dealing with stuff on your own. It's not at all, because you'll reach those low moments like I did and want to just, because you feel like no one's there for you. But if you talk to somebody, you will find that person that's there for you, because there's always somebody that's listening or willing to listen. And if you can't like afford therapy, there's different kind of like hotlines you can talk to. There's suicide prevention hotline. There's all kinds of hotlines that you can talk to, because yeah, mental health is important, and Black mental health is important, because like I'm gonna get to the next topic. It's very important. So don't let nobody tell you you're overreacting, because if something is bothering you, you need to pay attention to that, because it may be small now, but if it keeps bothering you, it could become a bigger problem, and then boom. you're stuck and hurting. So yes, deal with your stuff the way you best deal with them, okay? And don't ever give up. Please don't give up, because you have a purpose in life. You have purpose on this earth, and you're here for a reason, okay? Don't give up. Please don't. We love you. I love you. Don't give up. So I'm just gonna get into the next topic, which kind of ties into this, but I'm gonna really talk about like parents and dealing with stress from your parents. So we just gonna get into that. So teenagers, all of that, young adults, we all know parents can be stressful. And if you are Black, parents can be stressful, okay? Because you all know you ain't grown till you're out the house and got everything for yourself. You're not grown today. But yeah, so just to talk about the last topic with parents, some parents will literally tell their kids, oh, you're fine, or you're not depressed, just go lay down, you just sad, or just go lay down, get out of my face. And that is the reason some kids really just feel alone or decide that I don't want to be here no more, because their parents push them away. So if you don't have a good relationship with your parents, I hope that you can find an aunt, uncle, a school, somebody like a teacher, somebody that you can talk, like a trusted adult that you can talk to if your parents aren't somebody you can reach out to, because it sucks having to come home and like, you know, being sad and then your parents aren't there for you. Like, I'm very grateful that I can talk to my mom when I'm sad, or like I can tell my dad certain stuff and I'm just like, I'm really feeling low, and they'll just, you know, help me feel better. Because like I told you in that last section, like I almost was and my mom just called me and I was just like, wow. And then like it was another time when I was at school, I was just stressed, and I was like, it was this past semester, I was stressed, I was sad, I was just like, oh my gosh, like this semester is so too much. And I called my mom and she was just telling me, I just broke down. I was just like, oh my gosh, like I just really need this talk, because she was telling me like, it's okay. I'm finna cry. She was telling me like, it's okay, don't stress about nothing too much, everything will work out, don't worry about school, like everything's gonna work out, everything's gonna be handled. And I just let it go. And I really gave it to God, because what I can't handle, he can handle. And he will never put nothing on you that you cannot handle. Okay? If you're not spiritual, yeah. But I hope that, you know, you find a religion that you can build with and grow spiritual with, because it's just, the older you get and the more stuff you go through, you'll realize, like with me, I realized that some of the stuff happened to me was nothing but God, because it could have been numerous times things could have happened, everything, like nothing but God. God really protects me. I am blessed. Okay, period. But yeah, so if you don't have like, because I know some people, like some people's parents are just rude. Yeah, so if anyone is dealing with like issues with their parents, I am so sorry you have to go through that, because I know it is the hardest thing ever to deal with, and it'll be like you ready to leave. Oh, I can't wait till I'm 18, get out this house. And I know, but don't rush childhood, because then you get to my age, you 20, and you're like, dang, I'll be 21 this year in November. Don't rush your childhood. But yeah, so if you're dealing with awful parents, find someone you can, find a safe haven, okay? And just try to reach out, like if it's a physical safe haven, go to that safe haven often whenever you're feeling low. If it's a person that's a safe haven, talk to that person often when you're feeling low, because it'll make you feel a lot better. Talking about your problems makes you feel so much better. So much better. But yeah, that's just that for the talk about parents and all that. So I'm gonna add another topic, because I want to end on a light note. I don't want this video to close out all sad, so we're just gonna add another topic. We're gonna get into that topic. Okay, so last thing I'm gonna talk about is kind of like with the sex and all that. I'm not about birth control, because girl, and I'm gonna talk about, you know, like periods and all that. If you're young and you know you don't got nobody to talk to, so I'm gonna just tell y'all a little about that. So with your period, your menstrual cycle, everyone's period is different. Like some people's last for 7 days, some people's last for, like mine, before I got on birth control, lasted for 4 days. And yeah, and I use pads. I don't use tampons. They scare me. Yes, I know. Like, yes, tampons scare me. It may not make sense to you, but tampons scare me. And people getting toxic shock syndrome. Ew. So yes, I use pads, and it's not sitting in your own blood. It's not. But anyway, so yeah, I use pads, and like, they're easier to use as well for all my girls who have not had their period yet. So yes, pads are easier to put in. You just, I actually have one right here. I can't get it out though. But yeah, so you just put it in the seat of your underwear, and then if it has wings, I prefer those. Yes, get ones with wings. If it has wings, you put it in the seat of your underwear, and then the wings flap down, and then you just straighten it out, and then pull your undies up, and you have a pad on. Don't ask me about no tampon, because I don't know how to put them in. I don't use them. Yeah, ew. I'm sorry. I don't like tampons. But anyway, so yeah, that's how you put on a pad. For all my ladies, you don't know how to do it. And then birth control, child, it will mess up your period. Honestly, some people get on birth control to regulate their period, but if you don't need birth control, I don't recommend it. Now, the one I have Nexplanon, the one in your arm, this one right here. I have that one, and it hasn't given me no problems. Like, I haven't gained no weight. My skin hasn't been acting up. Only thing, knock on wood. Wait. Only thing I dealt with was like mood swings, and like my periods last forever. My last period lasted 18 days. Yeah, that's the only thing that happens with that one though. So that's the birth control I have. There's also the pill, there's IUD, and there's the shots. There's another one too, I think. But yeah, I heard the shot makes you gain weight. The pill, you have to be pill is like clockwork. Every time, same time every day you need to take it. Boom, boom, boom. You miss one day, you're pregnant. Yep, that's how I see it. If you miss a day, you're pregnant. So if you're not good with time management, tracking time, none of that, don't get on the pill. Easiest one, in my opinion, is this one, because you don't have to worry about it. It expires in 3 years as well. You don't have to worry about renewing it, none of that. Like the shot, you have to go every my mom told me it's like every couple months you have to go get another shot. This one, I got it in last year. I haven't had to go to the doctor, none of that. None, they haven't touch it, none of that. So that's the one I recommend if you're going to get on birth control. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about birth control and periods, because I feel like you can't really make a whole video about that. I guess you could, but yeah. So that is all I have for this video. I hope you learned a lot. I hope it taught you. I hope this video taught you something. I hope it helped you do something if you're dealing with something. And if you don't have anyone to talk to, you can always talk to me, and you can always vent to me if you need to. My Instagram and all that will be in the description, and it's always on the bottom of the screen. So yeah, you can do that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, and turn on the notification bell. That'll be a notification every time I post a video. Without further ado, I love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.